Hello, and welcome to module number 6 in my course, Master Your Mind. Life is made extraordinarily beautiful by the awesome power of full consciousness that upholds it, subject of course to our free choices. Abraham Lincoln offered words of wisdom when he said, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." If we are to achieve lasting change, then we must first apply it to ourselves. The only way to create a bountiful future is by living it now. Societal change depends on you taking charge of your life as Creator intended you should. Your example will help change the world. To that end, consciousness turns out to be far simpler than anything we have dared to believe. Simply stated, consciousness is the process of living in happiness and harmony by putting our chosen values into play. And that's it. Therefore, in this module, I want to reunite our two minds as I promised I would. The secret is integration. The fact that our perception integrates masses of data is only part of the story. Our subconscious also amasses multitudes of data to form feelings. Integration also drives our conscience and powers our intuition, our memory, and spontaneous reflex actions. Better yet, every one of those dynamics are themselves unified by integration. That stupendous ability to work in concert as one makes nonsense of our higher faculties drifting aimlessly. 6 different lightning speed faculties of integration working non-stop for decades in support of our lives is a feat almost beyond comprehension. Full consciousness unites every instrument of our being into an unsurpassed orchestral masterpiece of creation, and our cognitive mind is the conductor. Denied that understanding, conscious ignorance prevails. What results? The blind notion that consciousness is purely awareness. What proceeds from that? The notion that consciousness is universal, shared by all. That gives rise to the premise of collectivism, being the practice or principle of group priority over each individual in it. And that is the foundation of socialism and communism. The truth is exactly opposite. Consciousness is a singular, united process within us. But when awareness is thought to be all there is, then our choices become a short circuit to material outcomes. Perception is ignored because it just happens. Reason is a nuisance because it requires mental effort. Will is a given because material results assume absolute priority. With no spiritual values considered, feelings are unexplainable. Then, with subconscious mind beyond reach, all of our other faculties are disconnected. Do you see how we are deprived? Our understanding of consciousness has only one instrument in the orchestra. Thus, through ignorance, the distressing vacancy that we feel fuels our need for more material possessions. The key to liberty and freedom is individual responsibility, reliant on full consciousness. We have struggled toward liberty and freedom for thousands of years. We could have and should have had it centuries back. The material and spiritual sum of our consciousness is wholly reliant on values we choose to uphold our life. And that simple lesson of value correspondence can, in principle, be taught to kids from an early age. You may think that ascribing a spiritual value to every choice you make is an onerous task. If so, think again. Undoing mental and emotional damage is far more troublesome, because values we know nothing of have no means of correction. Upload spiritual values, however, and harmony and happiness will result from your choices. Better yet, each upload will take no more than 3 minutes of your time. Thereafter, your feelings reappraise your values regularly. They are instantly reinforced, or available for remedy, amendment, or replacement. Do you see how natural laws govern behavioural consequences? Do you see how your spiritual passion for life on a daily basis joins with what automatically sustains your life? And why joyous happiness must follow as a result? When you visualize a peaceful and joyous future and upload the spiritual means to obtain it, you've embarked on a spiritual journey in life that most folks know nothing of. You've taken charge of a power that will work to bring health, mental integrity, and joyful happiness in every present moment without any extra thought on your part. Your mental workload is slashed to the core. You've mastered your mind and embraced full consciousness by using simple visualizations. Daily choices still present, of course, but the spiritual course of your success is on autopilot. Did you ever think that you could ask your subconscious mind for ideas and suggestions concerning your goals? Think about this. I'm speaking of asking your intuitive abilities to search further than your cognitive mind can reach. Wow! Whether writing a book, a poem, a piece of music, artwork, or just seeking greater enlightenment, subconscious mind will assist, provided your passionate request is premised on the value of life. Such requests are not opening your mind to sundry suggestions, impulses, or energies. Meditation is not involved, neither is the law of attraction. Mastering your subconscious mind through values is all you need. The idea is to visualize, like you did for uploading values, but here with a big difference. Now you want subconscious mind to download information through your intuitive faculty. It's the same method, but somewhat in reverse. Think of your subconscious mind as your assistant working behind the scenes. First, decide what information you want concerning a particular part of your project. Define its context, why you seek it, and your passion for it. Be specific in your mind with what you seek. Picture it advancing your project and your life, and visualize getting an answer. Here's how. First, visualize what information you seek in its proper context. Second, visualize using the information as though you had already received it. Third, visualize the benefits that will result. Picture triumphant success. You have projected your future and taken charge of your success. You've summoned a power beyond your conscious ability and expressed gratitude for its love of your life, and that has touched the very heart of your soul. Of course, you cannot act out these visions like you did when uploading your values, because you have no answer yet. So instead, show your commitment by preparing to use the information when it arrives. Just build a framework in which the new information will fit. For example, for a new book, you might sketch out what comes before and after, or you might prepare the background in a painting. If greater wisdom is your goal, read related matter and carefully discern its truthfulness and relevance. By focusing on your intentions in context, so you offer visualized clues to your subconscious mind, rather like using keywords in our word vocabulary. What happens, in neuroscience terms, is that your valued request creates an impetus for your neurons to join. These neuron firing triggers create an antenna that will find the information you seek. Answers will not be immediate. They may take some days or even weeks. Meanwhile, prepare the framework into which the answers will fit. When specific answers begin popping into your head, you'll know for sure that your two minds are serving your spiritual life in a material environment. Success is reliant on your values and your passion for advancement. If the answers you get do not fit perfectly into your work, adjust what you've done or revise the answer you get. Perhaps you need to rethink what you've done so far. Perhaps a whole new thought train emerges and sparks more questions. Take time, think, and you will succeed. You are on a winner, if only your progress to date is reinforced. Does this method work? Notable revelations in this course are my proof. Absolutely. As your knowledge of consciousness builds, stress and fear will fade. Life becomes simpler, and benefits show as never before. For example, choosing valued goals will soon become second nature. All fears of independence will vanish. Confidence grows, and your self-esteem. Thus rewarded, you'll become humbly proud of your achievements. Your focus in life will shift, not to abandon material things, but to spiritually enrich them. Taking charge of your own life is also known as intellectual independence. As beautiful communication develops between your two minds, so you will become a polished student of psychoepistemology. The more knowledgeable you are, the less fearful you'll be. The more accomplished you become, the more this beautiful, gracious, and simple exchange is perfected. As conscious ignorance fades into oblivion, tranquility, joy, power, and peace will flood into your life as you've never dreamed. Thank you for watching. I trust you are now seeing the fullness of consciousness and how you can enjoy it forever. The next module summarizes this course and shows what individual sovereignty really means. I look forward to your company there.